Okay. All right, all right. Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. Of course, I am your gracious host, J Red, and I'm joined again by my compadre, the most honorable, legendary PM of all DJs, whatever that means, DJ PM. What is
What's
happening,
up,
bro?
bro? How you?
Man, I'm good. Ready to get this debate show of ours started. We've been on a streak, a winning streak,
All
man.
right, for sure.
We've been killing it. And let me tell y'all this, man. Ain't nobody touching us when it comes to this podcasting.
For sure.
Not even just podcasting. I'm talking about TV, Shannon and Skip.
Yeah.
Y'all not touching us, and I'm letting that be known right now. Ain't nobody touching us when it comes to this. Period.
For sure.
So this may not be the hottest show out, but it's the best show out when you're talking about content, when you're talking about debates, when you're talking about all of that stuff, music reviews, all that stuff. We got it. We got it. So yeah, man. Always, like I say, make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView. Also, make sure that you stream Red Velvet. That is my latest EP. And it's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure that you go grab that. Also, again, I'm gonna keep reminding y'all to come out to the show. Come out to my show right here. This is it showing up on my screen? Yeah,
Yep.
there.
Yep.
All
What's
right.
up?
Yeah. So this Saturday in Atlanta, all my
Damn, it's the 16 already? I mean, the 13th? What is it,
15.
15?
Yeah, 15 already. 15 is coming up. Saturday, April 15th, man. Y'all come out to a great show, performance by yours truly, Vault Vibes. If anybody came to my last show, Vault Vibes, we did it at the Battery. Phenomenal show. I was DJing and rapping.
Yeah.
This time, I'm relieving my DJ duties. My homies, he's gonna DJ, and I'm going to be just rapping, celebrating the release of my latest EP, man. Get the tickets right now. They number $12. You can get them in my bio. You can get them if you need me to text them to you, everything like that. It's on Eventbrite, but make sure you come out. It's in Atlanta, powered by Volt Vibes and Matt Soul at the Well ATL, and it's from 8 to 11. And we're gonna have a good time, man. So make sure that you support the arts, the artists, and pull up. Shout out to myself. You know how Snoop said, I want to thank me for being me.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, man, the flyer looks dope, and I promise you it's gonna be dope when you come. So make sure that you support that. All right. Okay. Now, also make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView. That is very, very important. And then interact with us. Hit the like button or the dislike button. It is all good as long as we get some interaction.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, man. So let's go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about the greatest, the current events, but let's get into the main thing that we're talking about right here.
Oh, you starting with that?
Starting with it, man. Starting with it. We got to get the folks riled up. Got to get them riled up. All right. So we're talking about the greatest rap album ever. Now, I wanted to be specific on greatest rap album ever of all time.
Right.
Now, of course, me and PM more than likely going to name our favorites. Everybody has a favorite, right? But we're talking about impact, legacy, production, sound, style. The biggest thing I think is impact and legacy, because what did it do when it came out? Can you still listen to it now? And is it highly regarded? You know what I'm saying? And now there is no right answer, of course, but there is a right answer. That's why we're here to debate.
Right.
Y'all can tell us what not your favorite, but what do you think the greatest rap album of all time is? If it happens to be your favorite, that's all good. But we want to have this discussion. PM, what do you think is the greatest rap album of all time?
The greatest rap album of all time, hands down, Iggy Azalea. I don't even know the name of her album, bro. What was the name of her album? Who knows?
T.I. know.
No, he don't.
What she found Grand Hustle?
For real, the greatest album of all time. And go back and forth for me. All right.
Okay.
It's between Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
And Illmatic. And I'm gonna tell you why I put Illmatic over Reasonable Doubt sometimes, even though Reasonable Doubt is my favorite.
Got you.
Sometimes I put Illmatic over Reasonable Doubt because of the impact Illmatic had when it first came out. Because the truth is, nobody even cared about Reasonable Doubt, to be honest with you. Like, I know people that lived in Brooklyn that was like, yo, I just didn't relate to Jay-Z when he first came out. He had on the suit and he was talking big money talk. I just couldn't relate to him.
Right.
Yeah. Fact. So for me, the greatest album ever made is either Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So that, I mean, those are good selections, man. I don't think anybody will argue with you about Illmatic at all. So I got three. I got my favorite, but I have three.
I know what your favorite is. But
yeah, of course. You already know what my favorite is. So I'm gonna start with like just overall production.
Right.
The Chronic, Dr. Dre, The Chronic.
Okay. Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, production. There's nothing to this day that touched that. Well, okay, put it like this. You know, anything can be surpassed, but for that time and that sound and how ahead of the time it was, man, the rap production really wasn't like the best before the Chronic, bro.
No, I mean, and some of the stuff that came out of it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool, like NWA Straight Outta Compton. Dope album, but it was really East Coast sound of production. The West Coast didn't really have a sound. The Chronic made the West Coast have a sound, and it brought in just different. You know, it was always sampled records, but they were sampling funk records. You know what I'm saying? And
did the Chronic come before Snoop album?
Yeah, Chronic came out in '92.
That's the reason I asked it. I was about to say, I don't know. Snoop definitely had a West Coast sound, which is technically the Midwest funk type of sound too, with more like, but
because I was gonna name Snoop, but I have to do Dre.
Nah, for sure. Because he pioneered the sound.
Because he pioneered that.
Yeah.
Lyricism, Illmatic. Without question.
Illmatic, bro. Lyrically, Illmatic is probably still one of the best albums to ever come out. Yeah. Like lyrically.
Yeah.
Like it ain't too many albums that's lyrically better or even as good as Illmatic.
Yeah, no.
Not lyrically.
Not lyrically. And style, Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 1999 Eternal.
Yeah, you just had to throw that in there.
I did, man, because for that era and just in general, you know how I said that rap had a certain sound before, like production before the Chronic came out.
Right.
When have you ever heard a style like that before? And it's still being used to this day. Now, I know, of course, folks always bring up Outkast and different people like the Wu-Tang. But bro, people don't sound like them. Now you get inspired by Wu-Tang, by Outkast. And I'm not saying nobody don't sound like them, but I know what you mean. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just the
masses.
Yeah, the masses. Like I could say that's my favorite album because that was the first time you got singing and lyrics and production all together. So yeah, my personal pick is East 1999 Eternal, but I have to name those three just because I feel like those made the biggest impacts. Now, of course, Snoop, like, of course, you could say Doggy Style. Of course, you could say Get Rich or Die Trying. Of course, you could.
You could say Get Rich or Die Trying, but
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not hating on Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying is a phenomenal album. But is it better than Illmatic? No. Is it better than Reasonable Doubt? No. Is it better than The Chronic? No. Is it better than, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can keep going. Urban Legends. Not to me.
Well, to me, I liked it better than Urban Legend.
You like
Get Rich or Die Trying better than Urban Legend. I did. I mean,
you trying to set me off, man.
Bro, when Get Rich or Die Trying dropped,
better than Urban Legends?
Dog, listen. When Get Rich or Die Trying drop, RIP to my grandma.
Right.
That was back when I was in school. I didn't have no car, nothing like that. I was we was in middle school when that came out.
Right.
I had my grandma, she was retired, and I used to give her money to go buy stuff for me, you know, since she ain't had nothing to do. So she would buy video games, all that stuff. But I gave her money to go buy me Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
My grandma bought that for me, and it was at the crib when I got home. That was the first time.
So you just got sentimental value to it then, man. That's why you're so passionate about that.
Bro,
right, now it makes sense.
You can't tell me that like just he was rap's Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Like we didn't see that big of an impact. I would give it some to DMX, but Snoop had made that impact of he was rap's first superstar. And then when 50 came out, 50 was Like DMX was a superstar too, but 50
No, for
came
sure.
out.
But DMX didn't become a superstar as fast as 50 Cent became a superstar. 50 Cent, I mean, and I know it wasn't overnight because they say he did a lot of behind the scenes work. He wrote for Diddy, you know what I'm saying? He had How to Rob Industry Cats, but we didn't know them songs.
Yeah, yeah.
But when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, it was like, I'm here, nigga.
Because it was Dr. Dre, it was Eminem, and Eminem was on another level. Dr. Dre.
Now that's one thing I will give 50 Cent, in my opinion. I think 50 Cent had maybe the only person that could maybe go with him is Snoop, like you said, and Kendrick Lamar. But 50 Cent arguably had the biggest, like, here's my first project.
Yeah. It's him and Snoop are toe to toe, because I remember being a kid and Snoop Doggy Dogg was, like I said, he was rap first superstar, and he sold like 800K the first week. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I say 50 Snoop or Kendrick, one of the three.
Yeah, like that debut, you just like, damn, like what the hell?
Like this nigga for real. He don't need no time to grow. He ready to go right now.
He hit the ground running. Versus the Nas, when Nas first dropped, it was rated high, and everybody was like, "Oh, okay," but it didn't go platinum at that time.
Nah, and niggas in the South didn't care about Nas album. Let's just be real.
Not Illmatic. Not Illmatic.
No,
we didn't care about Reasonable Doubt. Now DMX, somebody like DMX
did not care about Reasonable Doubt, bro.
Yeah,
and I don't know if my age has something to do with that, because I was a kid when Reasonable Doubt came out. I was only 7, and hell, I was 4 when Illmatic came out. So of course I definitely couldn't even first of all, I couldn't even listen to secular music at the time. You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't do that. Yeah.
But and then on top of that, my I just couldn't understand the music.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'm gonna tell you what I could understand at that age.
What?
Rolling down the street,
exactly.
Smoking
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, I kid you not. This is why I give Snoop so much love. I know we're a little off topic, but this is why I give Snoop so love. Dude, I was a 4-year-old kid at Pied Piper Elementary on the west side of Jackson, Mississippi. And I still remember somebody's dad pulling them up playing that song. Bro, that's how influential Snoop was at the time.
Bro, I remember my dad bought the single. You remember back when you bought the singles? It had the A side and the B side, and that was if you remember it as a kid, that shows you how big that it was.
Because I don't remember but a few songs from that time.
Yeah, I remember
that song, some Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I remember, bro.
Yeah. Now, what about All Eyes on Me? That was a mega seller, but
it was a big seller, but I'm not the biggest Tupac fan, man. I can't even lie to you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good album, but would I listen to that over any of the albums we've already named? No. Would I listen to it over either one of Biggie's albums? No.
Yeah, because Life After Death, those were similar to me, man. Because look, Tupac made a double album with hardly no skips. Like 85% of that album went hard.
It was good. I'm just not the biggest Tupac fan.
What do y'all feel? People who are watching right now, what do you feel like the best rap album of all time was?
Illmatic. And why was it Illmatic?
What about 36 Chambers? Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers.
Now you playing. You try to get a moment out of me. I'm not gonna let you bait me, bro.
That was a great album. That was a great album, though, was it? You didn't like? Sure. Oh, you never liked Wu-Tang anyway. So,
overrated group of all time. I'm gonna say that every time you bring them up.
PMB tripping, man. Wu-Tang 36 Chambers is one of the best hip hop. I'm not gonna say the greatest, of course not.
Right.
It's not over none of the ones that we named, but I think it goes down as one of them. Now, you said Good Kid, Mad City. You don't feel that way no more about Good Kid, Mad City, do you? About being one of the best rap albums ever?
No, not Good Kid, Mad City. I personally think To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I agree.
Personally, I know everybody says that Good Kid, Mad City is his best album. I just don't agree.
Yeah, I think that as far as it was a great debut album,
Right.
like phenomenal day, especially for that time because nobody was putting
Of
out
course.
content like that. But I would prefer To Pimp a Butterfly myself. That was the first Kendrick Lamar album I bought. I didn't buy Good Kid, Mad City when it first came out.
Right.
I went back and bought it, but that was after
Yeah.
I heard To Pimp a Butterfly. But
I
yeah,
remember seeing Kendrick Lamar before he got famous, like famous,
yeah.
at SOBs in New York. I saw him, and he was performing. It was crazy, bro. So I went, and he was performing. Long story short, he was performing, and then all of a sudden, a crowd of about 30 people came in and got on the stage, and everybody was like, "Oh, what the hell is going on?" Like it was about to be some East Coast, West Coast shit. And the crowd opened up, and it was ASAP Rocky. And they embraced, and it was crazy. So I got to see Kendrick Lamar and ASAP Rocky. This is like right before they blew up too.
Before
like
they blew,
Section 80 was out, and ASAP had I said it must be whatever that was.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out to my boy Roland. 251 is in the building. Illmatic and Stillmatic definitely up there lyrically.
Hey, listen, don't see now. See, yeah, about to make my Rockefeller side come out. Stillmatic was not that great of an album, bro.
Oh,
don't ever compare Stillmatic to Illmatic.
Oh, you tripping.
Stillmatic. Don't ever compare Stillmatic to Illmatic.
Listen, Stillmatic was his best album. Even your boy said it. Well, he didn't say it, but it was Illmatic, and he started going down from it was written to all the way down, and he made a rise when Stillmatic came out.
Okay, so Jay, let me ask you a question.
All right.
Right. If I feed you steak and lobster one day, right?
And
then the next day I feed you bologna.
I know where you're going with it.
Ham. The next day I feed you a turkey sandwich. And then the next day I feed you pasta. Of course you're gonna be like, this pasta is the best thing ever. Was the second best thing ever. Because I gave you bologna, ham, spam. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. No, man. Stillmatic was not that good.
Stillmatic.
We just needed another good album from him.
Did you hear Rewind? Have you ever heard Rewind before?
Of course, I listened to the music. It's just not that good.
It was great. You said give me the fry bologna. He's tripping, man. Stillmatic is definitely a great album. It was one of the best albums that came out in 2001.
I like God's Son better than Stillmatic personally.
Okay, yeah, now you tripping. God's Son was okay. Now I feel that way about God's Son. I like some songs from God's Son. Stillmatic was way better than God's Son.
No, I like God's Son better.
Oh, you tripping. But you like Born Sinner better than Forest Hill Drive, don't you?
Born Sinner is J. Cole's best album.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what
Born Sinner, bro, is J. Cole's best album by far.
It is not.
Forest Hill Drive is so boring, bro. That sleepy ass album. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I like J. Cole as a rapper sometimes. Anytime I go on a long flight.
He says this all the time, man. He says
I'm not lying, bro.
This dude be doing
Anytime
J.
I go
Cole
on a long flight, I put on J. Cole. Any album but Born Sinner. And it's the best sleep I get on any flight.
I would go to sleep on Born Sinner over.
Bro, you are crazy. Sometimes I brag like ho.
That's sleepy. That's the whole chain. What is it? Chaining Day?
Really? All right. We don't got to talk about Chaining Day. All right. That's like Jordan for the Wizards. That never happened. All the other songs is hard though.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
But Fold Clothes is on Forest Hills Drive, right? I want to fold clothes for you.
No, that's on For Your Eyes Only.
Oh, I love that song. But anyway, For Your Eyes Only was so boring, bro.
I agree with Roland. 2001 was one of the best years. I ain't gonna say it was the best year, but that was
music.
Yeah, for hip hop for sure. Fabulous had dropped, I think. Nas, Jay-Z.
Blueprint.
Yeah, Blueprint.
Stank on You came out in 2001, I think.
No, that was 2000.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was the year before. But yeah, man, y'all. So a lot of people will say what their favorite ones were. Like me and DJ PM just gave ours. Like I said, just one more time. So you said between Illmatic and Reasonable
Doubt and Aquemini. Got it.
Okay.
Then why I sit here and think I gotta put it in there?
Okay. Mine, I put it like my favorite is East 1999 Eternal.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite is Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, your favorite is Reasonable Doubt.
For sure.
My favorite is East 1999 Eternal, but like I said, production, I gotta go with The Chronic. Style, East 1999 Eternal, and
lyrically Illmatic.
Lyrically Illmatic. I gotta pick those three. Like I have to. Yeah, Roland, you're right. Oh, Luda did drop Word of Mouth in 2001.
Oh, damn. That
Ja
was
Rule,
2001?
yeah, Ja Rule, Beanie, Rockefeller was on fire in '01.
Yeah, that's true too. That's
Yeah.
true too.
Didn't no. Cameron dropped the next year, '02, I think. Come Home With Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the next year. But yeah, 2001 was a real good year. I remember that. But yeah, y'all let us know in the comments what your favorite ones were so we can show them on the screen as we continue to go on. Now, this is hilarious. T.I and Boosie, y'all. T.I and Boosie allegedly squashed their beef at the airport. Now, PM, when I tell you this is one of the funniest pictures, did you see when I shared this? Bro, why is this picture so funny to me, PM? Look, just look at this, bro. This, when they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's the fact that we know how T.I talk and how he used those big words and stuff.
Absolutely.
Then
and
the fact
Boosie was like, "Come on, dog. Come
right.
on, man.
They're the
T.I.
They the same height and same stature. They little. Then it's people in the background too. Like, who took the picture? Right? Like,
well, they one of their boys took the picture. Come on now.
But and then the old white man right there just looking in front. Like, look at him in the corner, man. Like, you see him, he just looking, not knowing who the hell these Negroes are. So it's so much in this picture that just so funny to me. Like, T.I looking like he's gonna say, I'm flabbergasted by the atrocities that you using all those big words.
It would behoove you not to mention my name with such animosity, because it leaves me befuddled and makes me think that we got to resort to fisticuffs. Like, bro, just come on, Tip.
Bro, it's just, but I want to know what that old white man is thinking. I want to know
why them niggas ain't in the Delta Sky Lounge. That's what I want to know. Like, why are y'all in like the general airport like this?
Just talking. And yeah, like you said, one of their boys in the entourage was like, hold on, let me snap it up.
Right. And then you can see that's somebody boy behind them too in the red hat. I don't know who he with, but like you can tell it's like
yeah,
like
some people, in the entourage and different things like that. So, but this picture was just hilarious to me. It's like, because they just the same side, they miniature Negroes. So, they just right there. It was funny to me, man. But shout out to them.
I am glad they was able to resolve their issues, because I don't think it was a beef.
No.
But I'm glad they was able to resolve their issues peacefully.
Let me tell you what happened. All what happened is because Boosie, from my understanding, they asked about I think Ricky Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross. Mm-hmm. He did something and Boosie didn't want to speak on it. He was just I forgot if it was him or somebody else, but he was basically like, oh, okay, that's snitching. Like, that's my boy. I ain't gonna talk about him. And they try to call him a hypocrite for going in on T.I. The only thing is, it's the situation with 6ix9ine and Gunna. This Gunna situation came out, and Boosie was one of the only ones who was like putting it out. He a snitch.
Right.
So the fact that the T.I stuff surfaced and stuff like that, it put Boosie under pressure, to get ignited by Vlad, because Vlad started it, and Boosie had to stand on his principles and stand in the square and be like, well, he a rat too. I mean, I don't spare nobody, but I don't think Boosie wanted to out T.I.
He did. He did. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I watched the interview too. I watch all Vlad interviews. I'm not even gonna lie. He's really good at what he do. I can't even hate on him.
Very, very good.
I can't even hate on him.
Yeah.
But
I hate it too. I hate
it too because of the way he did Farrakhan.
Yes,
it was hard. Farrakhan and then refused to apologize. Hey, Vlad, you still a bitch ass nigga for that. But you a damn good journalist, bro. I can't even lie.
Because he gets all the right people on there that he be getting DeAndre Bonds, Eddie Winslow. I'll be looking like, God, dog.
He be getting mob bosses, the old gangsters. He got the dude who played
Chicago from Poetic.
The dude from BMF. Like, come on, man. Like the real BMF.
Yeah.
Like Jonathan Layton, which is you watch BMF the show?
No.
Oh well. Anyway, it's an antagonist on there named Lamar.
Okay.
Yeah. he got the real Lamar on the show.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, Vlad's setup game is insane. Unfortunately, too many people fall for it. Yeah, but it's his content. He's one of the best, if not the best, content creator out there, man. Because
he really is.
He's very good. He knows who to have on there. Right. He made Lord Jamar hot,
right.
And Godfrey hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to give Vlad his credit for that.
TK Kirkland, as crazy as it's gonna sound, I never heard of TK Kirkland before Vlad.
Yeah. I saw. Do you ever seen Baller Blocking?
Yeah,
he was on there. TK.
I didn't know who he was. He was just a random black dude to me.
I got you.
Yeah. I had never heard of TK Kirkland before.
No,
not the way I know him now. Like I went back and watched his stand-ups and stuff all because of Vlad. But anyway, that's enough about him. So he had to. Boosie had to stand on it. Otherwise, he was gonna look real bad, bro. And you could tell he didn't want to because he was still like, I think he was lying. I think he was lying. Like,
he tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but it's the fact that Vlad put him on the spot. He's been talking all this real nigga shit. So it's like, I have to, and then you saw he was like, why he had to say that, man?
Right.
Like,
and he know we got a fucking album coming out.
Yeah. Because as much as Boosie talked about that album, he was like ready. He kept saying this better than Drake and 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't true, but okay.
Yeah. And you're right, Tim. You said Boosie is the co-host on Vlad TV. Yeah. Vlad knows who to pick. And you know who else is a great combination on Vlad? Sean Perez and Young Jock. They have some great interviews. Bro.
I don't know, bro. I just don't like Sean Perez's style for some reason. It's just something about it I don't like.
You don't? He's better than that girl. I don't know who that girl is.
I don't watch none of hers either.
Yeah, she's trash. Terrible. I'll be like,
hey, but Vlad, if you want to hire a nigga, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to apologize to Farrakhan first, but I'll definitely come and do interviews for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Vlad. All right. Webby. Your boy Webby. Webby had on a zesty outfit. Shall we take a look at this?
It wasn't manly. That's for damn sure.
No, it was not. Let me see. Okay.
Hey, what Charlie Murphy say about Prince? You know where you got that shirt from, and it wasn't the men's section.
So look, man. So this was supposed to be a salute to Pimp C.
I thought it was a salute to Aaliyah or Lil Kim.
Or T-Boz or Chili.
He looked like a baddie. He looked like a baddie.
Yeah, I mean,
you remember when Aaliyah did the Tommy Hilfiger joint?
Yeah. He looked like that. Now he had some stuff to say as far as let me see.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, so you've seen it. I don't even feel like playing it, but yeah. So Webby responded to some of the criticism, but it's like I read that he was supposed to salute Pimp C or just whatever.
Yeah, they he was paying homage to Pimp C, but I don't get it. I mean, an art is subjective. So, if this is artistically how you want to pay homage to Pimp C, but Pimp C wouldn't sign off on this, bro.
No, not at all. Like, I guess the fact that he had Savage Life right here, he thought that was going to be gangster or whatever, but he looks like a Metro thug.
He should have just did it without a shirt. He looked like Thugnificent. You remember when Thugnificent had all them wearing the sports bras and the purses?
Yeah. But bro, look at like I guess the only thing I see with Pimp C is the fur.
Yeah,
the fur coat. But I mean,
he could have did a fur with no shirt at all if he wanted to do that.
Yeah, but and I guess it's the fact that he got like a crop top.
Yeah, that sports bra just don't do it, bro. It's just ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Nah, terrible.
So Tim, shout out to Closed Minded Clothing. Tim said for clarification, it was a tank top. I believe he pulled his shirt up to show off his tattoo.
Nah, Tim.
But
that's a sports bra, my guy.
That it don't look like that. I mean, you can see if it was a little baggy. That looked like a sports bra.
Bro, I done took off enough sports bras to know what a sports bra look like.
Man. So yeah, man. He had.
Hey, would you wear it?
I wouldn't. Damn sure not. I wouldn't even wear a crop top. They used to wear those back in the 90s though, but I ain't finna wear that. But yeah, but it was a funny look, man. And he responded. Y'all can go see what he said. There's a clip. Let me see if this plays the sound.
Coast, the north, south. Look here. I just want to know why y'all don't repost and double post sit when I tell a kid to stay at school and you can be whatever you want to be. And you know,
I love listening to women talk, bro.
It's so funny.
Kinds of things about life. You know what I'm talking about? Cause that's
and stop, Webby, stop. Because you know the fact that he's saying all that, bro. We know what it's the internet. If I go and unless I really want attention and giving money to a homeless man, that's already, you know, too much anyway. Because somebody's doing it just to, I hate when they do it. But if you do something good, you know the bad is gonna show way more than the good.
Yeah. If you go give out, I don't know, $10,000 at a school tomorrow, that's gonna be okay on the internet. But if you catch a charge tomorrow, oh, you going viral.
Man, for real. If a girl said that he sexually harassed me, that's gonna be the big thing. Even though I have a clean record.
We know that by now. Negativity sells. Nobody cares about positive shit.
It shouldn't be, you know, why y'all don't do this. I'm like, man, we hear that all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Master P is known for saying stuff like that. Why y'all don't do this? Why y'all don't share the
terrible Master P? That's why.
Don't say that, man. Master P got the hottest products on the market right now. Come on, man. You know them noodles are good. The pancake mix is good. The fish fry.
No.
Snoop Loops are good. Are you tripping?
I will try the Snoop Loops.
All of it's good.
Yeah.
You buy it from the white man. How come you can't buy it from Master P?
Because they stuff good.
This man's so messed up. Overall, did the image should never been released. The hands in the pocket didn't make it any better. Yeah, it didn't. Oh,
yeah, it's just not very. It's just
fish fry is good.
What do you say?
You talking about the Master P fish fry?
Oh man, get out here. Tim don't eat that damn salty ass high sodium food.
You don't say it. I bet you.
Yeah, right.
Do you fry fish at the house?
Me, yeah.
I bet you. What kind of batter you use?
Old Bay, probably.
A white man owns that. See
that? Nah, I actually make my own. I actually make my own stuff. I'm just talking.
Okay, you'll buy it from the wild.
I just knew you was gonna say that. That's why I threw you that later.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a good look, bro. It wasn't a manly look. And I'm not even the most like, oh, men dress like this and women dress like. I'm not even the most like, but just certain stuff I just feel like, come on.
But overall, it was funny. It was funny. Yeah, he looked funny doing it. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, let's talk about Cameron. Cameron has been in the news recently because he's allegedly homophobic.
Right. I heard that.
So let's take a look at what happened with Cameron. Now, this, of course, made it to The Root, and The Root is owned by non-FBAs.
Right.
And they, you know, they're with the whole LGBT agenda, all that stuff. You know, the black man is against the black woman. They do all this other stuff, right? Like, look at this headline. It says, why does Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors' friendship have folks so bothered?
Right.
Now, Cameron shared this picture. Of course, this has been making rounds. He said, now this was funny. His post had said, I didn't go see Creed 3 because of this picture, right? He said that, and I knew instantly. I said, they finna go after him.
Right? Oh, yeah, I knew they was gonna eat him alive.
Right, because it feels like Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors purposely took that for people to talk shit about it and make fun of it, so we can draw this whole debate. Oh, a man can't be friends with another man. Now, this is like, I'm not agreeing with what Cameron said because I went to go see the movie. But what I will say is this is another funny picture.
Right.
PM, you my homie. Would you take a picture with me like that?
Nah, and I love you, bro.
I love you too.
And it ain't got nothing to do with. First of all, I don't believe in the term homophobic. That's just me personally.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with any type of like, oh, this is gay type stuff, because I know what I like and I know what you like. Allegedly, I gotta say allegedly because I'm not in the bedroom with you, but you know what I'm saying. I just wouldn't take a picture like that with another dude that's not like blood. Like I would take a picture with my dad like that. I'd take a picture with my brother like that, but I wouldn't take a picture with you like that. I just wouldn't. It's just certain things I think I just wouldn't do.
I wouldn't take a picture with my brother like that. Or my dad. We've taken pictures before, but I'm not about to go put my face on, you know. And they got another picture too where they look real moist.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but they're funny pictures, right? So I'm not agreeing with Cameron saying this is the reason you shouldn't see the movie. I
Of
guess
course not.
trolling, but the thing is, they took those pictures. They're aware what those pictures would do,
I mean,
and
of
people
course, like they get final say before the pictures come out. They know what's gonna happen, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And that might be a good thing while they're doing it. Like, they might be doing it because they know a lot of black men are some black men. I'm not gonna say a lot because I'm not gonna buy into that narrative, but because they know some black men are uncomfortable with showing affection to other black men, and they're trying to make it okay. Which, if that's what they want to do, man, kudos.
Right.
Yeah,
but
I hug my friends though. Me and you bro hug when we see each other. Like,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. No.
So it's not like that bothers me because of that. It's just y'all don't even know each other like that.
Yeah, I mean, and if y'all feel the need to do it, my thing is whatever you put out to the internet, whatever you put out to the media, people are gonna have their own opinions about it. Of course. To me, that was too close for comfort for somebody you're not related to. I wouldn't even do that with my brother.
Yeah, like the face on face thing, like that's
I'm not doing
like
that.
I don't want your face touching my face, Jay. And I love you, bro. I do.
Right. Absolutely. But it's, I have a bro code.
Right.
You can't be too close. Now I'm gonna embrace you, I'll hug you, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'll kiss my dad on the cheek. And if I had a son, I kiss my son. I don't, I ain't gonna Lil Wayne and baby my son.
Nah, on the cheek, forehead, top of the head. Yeah, but not like,
I'm an affectionate person. So yeah, of course I would do it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, I'm not gonna do that. But I don't think that's homophobia.
No,
right?
I told you I don't believe in that word.
Yeah, no.
That's just because phobic literally means afraid of.
Afraid of.
I don't think Cameron is afraid of gay people, so I can't buy into that narrative. Was that a what's the word I'm looking for? Derogatory.
I know what you. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. Like, was it? Yeah, it was wrong because of how he said it. But I don't subscribe to homophobia. Yeah.
Now, what about this? If Jonathan Majors had a messed up haircut, and Cameron said, "I'm not going to see that movie because of how his hair looked."
Right.
Would there be hair phobia? Right. You know what I'm saying? No, it wouldn't be none of that. You know what I'm saying? But when people see that this is attack on gay folks or whatever, it's like, people gonna do what they want to do.
Absolutely.
I was just like, whatever.
And we know they're not gay, so how could it be an attack on gay folks?
How is it? You see how it is? And Boosie said this about Gabrielle Union. You remember she was calling him gay and stuff like that. Yeah. Boosie was like, well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Right. Like, how are you saying that if you're using gay in a derogatory term?
Right.
A derogatory way. Yeah. Because if I say that I'm not doing that's gay. Well, you must be gay yourself.
Right.
You get.
I hate when people say that. That's so lame. Or when they be like, why are as men are y'all worried about what gay men doing? That must mean y'all gay too. And I'd be like, that's like, the bitch you got, bro.
You said that's the bitch you got. That's how I be feeling too. I'm like, here we go. Like on Facebook, when they be doing that in the debate, I be like, all right, debate over. You really?
I see where you going with it.
You're just displaying your homophobia. Okay, all right. Here we go. So yeah, I'll be like, whatever.
And if I am homophobic, don't phobic shame me.
Man, there's so many ways you could go with it, but that was funny. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this real quick, man. Is Jim Jones on Drake's nuts?
Yes, hard.
Now the reason I'm bringing this up is because two things have happened since Dipset performed with Drake at the Apollo.
Right.
Jim Jones said that Drake is on Jay-Z's level.
Right.
And he's also said there's a list that came out, with the top 50 rappers list. I think Pusha T made that list, and Jim Jones was like, how is Pusha T on there? Why is he hasn't done anything but talk? And I think he said talk about selling coke.
That's
and
what
I'm
he
like,
said.
Don't you rap about the same thing?
Bro, and there was a lot of rappers on that list I would take off before Pusha T.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. And it's like really? And like, how are you comparing Drake to Jay-Z and all this? And it feels like ever since then, Jim Jones has been like, yeah, Drake. And I'm like,
can't get enough of Drake now.
I ain't never heard him talk about Drake before this.
That man ain't never brought Drake up in a positive manner before Drake brought them out at that show at the Apollo. Yeah. And I get it. Favors win grace. But at the same time, like, don't overdo it, bro. Like,
You're
come on,
overselling.
please get off his sack.
You are overselling. Like,
correct. Get off his sack. We get it. You were thankful he brought you out at the Apollo.
yeah.
I'm sure it opened up a lot of doors for you, introduced you to a lot of people that never even heard of Jimmy Jones. But it's okay.
Those streams done went up. Like,
yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm sure all of that happened. But come on, man. Like, celebrity wise, of course, Drake is on Jay-Z level. That goes without saying. But bar for bar, rapper wise,
I'm like, come on.
It's not even close, bro.
But yeah, but the fact that usually folks don't get into it, like, why are you going at Pusha T? Like you said, there's a lot of rappers.
And that's, I'm glad you said that because I meant to say that too. And why you say Pusha T out of everybody on the list?
Because
I tell you who wasn't on the list, Jim Jones.
Exactly. So I wouldn't hate on nobody. That felt like it was hate. Why is Pusha T?
It was definitely hating. It was hating. It was OVO hate.
Yeah.
He OVO Dipset Jim Jones now, so he gave.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, just let Drake give you a feature and just go sit down, bro.
Drake would never give Jim Jones a
feature. Well, guess what? Him bringing him out for the show, that was enough.
Right.
That was enough for him.
I agree. That was enough charity for the week.
Yeah. Shameless plug. Make sure that y'all stream the Red Velvet EP.
Yep.
It's available on all streaming platforms. Man, like I'm telling you, 4 songs. Don't take that long. Listen to it. You're gonna love it. And come out to my show this Saturday, April 15th from 8 to 11. We're having a great conversation right now. I had to plug that in there. Also, if you're watching right now, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/ResView. Hit the like button or the dislike button. We got some Facebook love right now with the likes. I love it. And if you are watching on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, make sure that you share this as we're talking about it. Now, let's go into this. Freaknik.
Yep.
Freaknik's documentary is coming out. They haven't announced a date, but
produced by Uncle Luke and Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, Uncle Luke producing it too?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Uncle Luke and Jermaine Dupri.
Okay. So that, ma'am, the aunties are scared, DJ PM. The aunties are scared.
Why?
They are scared because they were doing a lot of freak at Freaknik.
Right.
And man, it's some of the pictures I ain't even gonna show on here. We
definitely can't show them on here.
Yeah, like, and for those who don't know, Freaknik was a event back in here in Atlanta, and it was like it was like 30 years. It started 30 something years ago.
Yeah, in the 90s.
It started in the late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s. My bad. Like 87, 88, and ran to like what 99, I think 98.
Yeah, it started dying down around that time.
Yeah.
But, that was an event where now was it a concert?
So it was originally a college party. Actually.
A college party, yeah.
Yeah, originally it was a college party. And what ended up happening was it got so crazy because like all the dope boys like BMF and them started coming. And it kind of escalated to something totally different from there.
The Dusty folks, the Dusty Negroes came, as Tariq Nasheed said, and messed it up. I actually had one of the founders of Freaknik on this platform.
Really?
DJ Trey Bills. Yeah, shout out to DJ Trey Bills, man.
Okay.
But I had him on here. He was talking about the, formation of it because he helped start it. But yeah, it was a college thing. And then eventually the Ratchets came out.
Right.
And after the Ratchets came out, it started being too much violence, a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Right. But they got a documentary that's showcasing everything. And back then you didn't have your camera phone, but they
just had them big camcorders.
Cameras. But nobody thought back then that they would still have that footage. Like right now, you be more careful because these phones.
It's too many phones.
It's too many phones.
Yeah.
But back then, you could get away with it because, shoot, you never thought the internet was going to take over back then.
Of course. The internet didn't even exist in the state that it is now back then.
It is now, yeah. It existed, but not what it was. Like, it wouldn't even dial up back then.
Nah, we weren't on the internet in 96, 95, 88 for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know if it existed in 88, to be honest with you.
No, it existed, internet, but we didn't get it. It wasn't like personal computers and all that other stuff. I don't think we got a computer till like 99.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Just being straight up, for one, I don't think they're gonna show anybody's faces when they show like graphic stuff. Yeah, that's first and foremost. Because of the lawsuits that they would face.
You could get sued for that.
Boy, can you imagine if they posted somebody's mama on a Hulu documentary busting it open without permission?
Yeah.
Boy, they gonna get the pants suit off them.
And because there wasn't no NDAs or nothing like that back then.
You didn't sign nothing when you came to Freaknik. They didn't get permission to show that you're gonna get sued.
Yeah,
that's the first thing. It's not like they're talking about it and showing like if they do it to where they're doing reenactments, then of course it'll be okay. But if they're showing actual footage, no, they can't do that.
Yeah.
And then two, how can I say this nicely? Most of the women that was at Freaknik, let's just say they don't look anything like they looked back then. So unless you told on yourself, nobody.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, don't tell on yourself. Now, of course, people in your town may know that was you, but that was 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
So I just wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah. Most women, most men too, don't look the way they looked in 1993, 1994.
Yeah.
Right now. Like that was what, almost 40 years ago? Yeah, 30, they're going on 35.
Yeah, about 30. Yeah, because I was born in 88 and I'm 34. So yeah. So that was a long time ago. So my thing is, that's the first thing I was thinking. I'm like, well, if you don't say nothing, you may like, because this chick that went viral.
I saw that
talking about it. Now, this is the thing, man. I think that was just promo.
Yeah,
I think like, come on, bro. Like, there's already a documentary out about Freaknik. It just wasn't majorly produced, but it's been on YouTube for years.
I'm gonna tell you the difference, bro. The difference is with this one, it's marketing dollars behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like even the whole like, oh, the Freaknik documentary got everybody scared. I think that's all marketing.
That's all marketing.
I think all of that is like planned. Where it's like, hey, say this,
hey,
say
you
that,
get on TikTok.
And we're gonna push this. We're gonna get this trending on Twitter and get people talking about it. Right now, everybody's talking about the Freaknik documentary.
Bro, I knew that from the jump. Why? Think about this, bro. Why, if you were embarrassed to see yourself back
would you bring it up?
Why would you get on TikTok and say, y'all, I'm scared because I was
because now I'm gonna be looking for you.
Right. Like that woman was hired, man.
Yeah.
That woman was hired. They broke off.
And then how did it go viral like that?
Like that. Come on, man. They have control over all of that. We know
the the people at TikTok admitted that they control what goes viral.
What goes viral, whatever. Yeah. Yep. Because you control the algorithm.
Yeah. They already admitted they control it.
Yeah. So yeah, they did that. I'm sure Jermaine and all them, the marketing dollars helped do that. Because bro, I guarantee you, if Jermaine just said, "Hey y'all, I'm doing a documentary about Freaknik and I'm dropping it April 15th,"
right, it
wouldn't get near this publicity without if you just say Freaknik, because the Freaknik is old. But it's the fact that I don't want to say what I've been doing back there and all this other stuff. I'm like, bro, everybody knew about that.
It's hype, bro. Yeah, everybody know what everybody was doing. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but everybody know what most people was doing at Freaknik. So like, stop.
Yeah, come on, man. But I am gonna see it because
I do hope they come out with some dope Freaknik merchandise though, because I would love a t-shirt.
Yeah, but hey, you saw that thing on Facebook today. They were talking about JSU, it's called the Plaza. I said they don't need to do the Sades. You know,
people gonna really be in trouble. They do Sades,
right?
That's why I never hung out there, bro. I'm so glad I was a good, solid young man. I just went to class and went home.
Yeah, me too. I ain't never do nothing. But
I never walked through that cut behind the building
from the side building to go up in there. I ain't never do that. I ain't never go to this apartment. Never mind. Yeah, I ain't never do none of that though. No, it wasn't me. My apartment was off campus.
Oh yeah, I live with my mama.
So shout out to JSU in the yard. But I look forward. They have, like I said, they hadn't even dropped the date, but all of a sudden they talk about it. We know the game. But yeah, if y'all are on there, don't say nothing. It's a don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
So, it is what it is. All right. I want to talk about this one right here. Bow Wow. Now, I don't know how old this is, but I sent this to DJ PM today.
Right.
And Bow Wow talked about not owning his masters.
It's definitely an older video because he was skinny.
Let me see which. Okay. All right, here it go. Oh shit, I got it.
Sony Masters and this, that, and the third. For me, I don't really give two about the Masters. Number one, coming up, JD did majority of the writing anyway. I really wasn't tripping because if you're a touring artist, although you're never gonna want to leave that paper out there, eventually that's something you can sit on and they'll come to you later on in life. But for me, I'm a right now type. I'll tour.
Do you own your masters?
I just had one of my partners ask me about that because you see everybody selling their masters. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think this is kind of recent though.
Yeah, nah, it ain't that recent though, because he just did an interview with
Matt Hoffer.
yeah, where he looked chunky as fuck.
Boy, it's within the last year or two, because
probably.
everybody talking about selling masters and stuff. That's like a relatively new thing. So yeah, man, we had to talk about that real quick because it's.
Hey, be careful though.
Yeah,
you already know. Hey, Big Bow Wow out here looking for you in these streets now.
He looking for you.
No, I don't want no smoke with Bow Wow.
You said that you wanted Bow Wow to die. You don't remember you said that? You remember you said that you wanted Bow Wow to die?
That is not what I said, bro.
That's how he took it. That's what he said. He said he has a daughter.
The best thing could happen to Bow Wow's career is if he died. That's what I said. I never said I wanted Bow Wow to die.
By technicality, you said that you wanted that man to die when he has a daughter. That's what he said.
That is not what I said. Okay. I don't put that. I don't wish death on nobody.
Okay. Well, I'm just going by what he felt that you said.
So man, Bow Wow, man, he cap as hell talking about he don't want to own their masters. Who don't want to own their masters? Even if you want to own them for the purpose of selling them, like who doesn't want to own their masters? Sorry, he talking about I'm a touring artist. No, you not, bro. You do. What's the tour?
The not the Scream tour, but the Millennium.
You do the Millennium tour once every 3 years. Outside of that, you don't be on tour, bro.
No.
Stop.
We live in Atlanta.
You want to own your masters.
This is one of his biggest markets. We would know about his shows that he do. We don't tour like that.
Of course, you want to own your masters. That's how you get paid when you're not doing anything.
Yep.
He just feels that way because JD owns his masters. Why does JD own his masters? Because JD and T.I. wrote his songs.
Yep, they did. Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't even know how he tried to make that sound cool. I just tour. Like tour at 50. When you 50 years old, you want to get up and go from city to city tour.
Talking about puppy love.
Come on, bro.
You want to be 50 years old talking about some bounce with me. Bounce. Come on, man. Like, nah. Be for real, bro.
Yeah, that was the biggest cap that I've seen in a minute.
Long time, bro. And I'm not gonna hold you. Of course, he enjoys touring. Who wouldn't? As a DJ, my favorite thing about DJing is live shows. Yeah. But if you told me there was a way for me to put my mixes that I've done already online and make residual income.
Yes.
Stop, bro.
Yes. Come on.
I would do that and be on tour.
Stop,
bro.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to be on tour versus being paid off publishing. That's why.
Sit down.
Say this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Pusha T said in the song, I feel the same way when I see Wayne on tour. When he was talking about not getting paid off his publishing because this person owned it and that person owned it. Remember he said that in the song? He was dissing Drake, but he just threw that bar at Wayne.
Yeah. That was on Exodus, wasn't it? Or something like that?
Nah. I think that was on the Drake disc.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what that was. Infrared.
Infrared, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, come on, man. Like, that's your master recording, meaning that anything publishing is one thing, but your master recording, that's your record.
Correct.
Nothing gets any say so. Now, publishing, of course, they got to ask for your permission and you get residuals off of that.
Correct.
With your master recording, all of that comes to you.
Right.
So yeah, man, that was big cap.
Yeah, that was cap. That means anytime, like I said, Fresh as is used in a commercial, movie, anything, he don't get paid off of it. But he's okay with that. He'd rather get paid off tour.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go on tour.
Yeah, man. All right, yeah. And Kevin Gates started a car with his hands.
This also cap.
Just cap for no reason, bro.
Yeah, for no reason. So the last thing that we're gonna talk about right here, industry plant.
Yeah.
I wanted to get that out real quick because it was somebody recently that came out and they were talking about industry plants, but
right. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but for those who don't know what the industry plants are, those because you sent that to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I can't remember who it was though.
Russ was talking about industry plants, the rapper Russ, and he was basically saying these people who come out of nowhere taking pictures with these type of people that I've been around. Because Russ is a independent artist, but he is known in the industry. You know what I'm saying? He don't have any hit records that I know about. But
he got one, Best on Earth.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you know, we know about him, but as hard as he grinds and stuff like that, then boom, out of nowhere, just like how we were talking about this Freaknik documentary, like all of a sudden people talking about it. That's the same thing with these industry plants.
For sure. It's all generated.
Yeah, Coil Ray. I feel like she was one, even though she's Benzino's daughter. Ice Spice, Lil Nas X. Come on, man. Like there are a lot of industry plants out there that when you see them all of a sudden, you remember how Lil Nas X had came out, not literally came out, when he came out with some music, right? When he came out with the Old Town Road, and it was all this controversy talking about some Billboard won't let him chart because it's not really a country single and all that other stuff. And then Billy Ray Cyrus extends his hand and then gets on there, and then boom, we support him, and then boom, he said, "Hey y'all, I'm gay."
Right.
And it's like, whoa, where did that come from? And now,
like, boom, 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 boom. Stay in the media. Stay in the media. Stay in the media.
Yep. Those are what you call industry plants, man. And you can really tell a lot of those industry plants really don't do their own shows. Right. They'll be at festivals because everybody else is there. But their own shows, they don't be going on tour like that.
Well, that's because they haven't built their fan base.
Yeah.
A real fan base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Versus somebody who gets it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been grinding like Big Crit. Russ, Big Crit. You remember Big Crit was out there doing shows and different stuff like that.
NBA Young Boy.
Yeah. Legitimate fans.
Like,
but the ones who just blow up,
love their music from 5 years ago, and you hear it and you like, man, what song is this?
Mm-hmm.
And people like, yo, you don't know Boosie?
Yeah, Boosie for sure.
Yeah.
He wasn't no industry plant by any nation. Yeah, nah. David Banner, like
people
it's
that
so
really grinded it. T.I, Jay-Z. Yep. Like, remember we just said about how Jay-Z first album, people didn't even know about it. Like,
nope.
Yeah, but he kept working, kept putting that work in. Versus somebody like, and I don't want to keep naming women because I don't want to.
I get it.
Jaquan.
Yeah. But anytime you see them and they have just all of a sudden 1 million followers and all this other
who
stuff,
is this dude?
Like, come on, man. Like, they was popping on SoundCloud. Man. Like, come on, bro. Like,
hey, I hate to do it to my dog, Trinidad James.
Definitely. Come on, man. You remember Gold All of My Chain?
Hey, that song was hard now. Don't get me wrong.
It was,
but popped like that, bro. When I remember watching the interview and they asked Trinidad James, how long you been rapping? And he was like 6 weeks or something like that.
6 months.
6 months. I was like, come on, man.
And you remember Jermaine Dupri on Breakfast Club? He said, I would have told him not to say it.
Right.
I remember he said that. He said, I would have said not to say it.
Right.
Like, no, don't ever say that.
Right.
But yeah, he basically, you know, and could possibly that happen? You get on the internet.
For sure. I'll be an industry plant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sign me to $1 million deal and manufacture my fame. I don't get as long as my check clear.
Right. And you out there, you get to do all that other stuff.
But you always notice though, the industry plants be broke too.
Hell yeah, man, of course. All the marketing dollars, it's set up.
They gotta recoup.
Help them, but they gotta recoup that back.
Designer.
Yeah. You saw how fast that happened with him. Yeah. A lot of those people, man. Even you remember these record labels, man, Mims, the thing that I sent you about this. They blew that record up. Now, I'm not saying it was a bad record. Right. To me, when I first heard it, I thought it was average. And I didn't think a song like that would just be number one. But the record label put all that out there, and then that's why he only got 30,000 back.
It was very average. The single was hot. I mean, the remix was hard, but his flow was everything about the song was average besides the beat.
Yeah, dude.
This is why I'm hot. This
come on, man. I'm hot because I'm fly.
I'm hot because
why you not?
You ain't because you so basic. Yeah.
It was, bro. I was really surprised.
I can make a million drain nothing on the track. Found it on the fire.
It was nothing about that song, in my opinion. Like, it was cool, but not to be number one.
But New York also didn't have anybody, I don't think, at that time.
Nah, not nobody on 50 cents.
I think that's when New York was in a drought. So they was throwing money at anything New York.
Yeah, and that's why they had to recoup. Yeah. I'm like, bro, they put payola out there to really bro, they would probably spend like $1 million trying to get that.
Way more than that.
Probably more than that.
Way more than that, bro.
Yeah.
Way more than that.
Because that went worldwide. Like,
way more than that.
And that was
New York DJs probably made $1 million.
Yeah, from that,
Yeah.
That's why they had to recoup. He only got 30K back. Like, yeah, dude.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah, for sure. We had to get paid from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's been this week's episode of your favorite show, the one and only Red's View. Make sure, like I said, that you subscribe to youtube.com/Red's View. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms at JAYR3D. DJ PM, where do we follow you?
You know the vibes at THEE DJ PM. That's at the DJ PM, all social media.
Absolutely. We will see you all Saturday.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I said,
there,
Atlanta.
I ain't booked, so I'm there.
Okay, bet. Absolutely. So make sure y'all come out, man. Like I said, it's in the Eventbrite. Ain't number $12. You come through, rock with your boy J Red, celebrating the release of Red Velvet. And make sure, like I said, subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView. Thank you, everybody, for showing us love on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter as well. We try to get this out here, do this for you weekly. So we should see you all next Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Same spot, same time. And man, I wish everybody nothing but a prosperous week. And yeah, man, keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah. Stay dangerous.
You stay dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, this is J Red DJ PM.